One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They go to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Levin. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Power football with the run. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And it's incomplete on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to pick out that ball through a deluge of rain, and he missed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Inside the 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Taylor wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs for the tackle. Gets it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Levin. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Udo. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Taylor wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The sure hands, it's Thompson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 18 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Gets it out fast. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time. Lets it go.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting the numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
And it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Kush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I tell you what, as that ball started to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to fire deep. Caught at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna run it. It's Udo. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And
he'll take the deep shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Going to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Taylor wants to throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Can hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Udoh. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Udoh. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to barge in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They'll keep it on the ground. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.